Hello and welcome to GIO Stadium in the capital of the nation. And what is shaped up to be a cracker match. It's the Penrith Panthers taking on the Canberra Raiders, and what a highly scary match for Lennox Prakash's boys. As leading out the team is Jordan Williams. I'm your Commissioner Will K. Joined the commentary box by the one and only Jim Tames.
Yeah, thanks Will for having me on this amazing game at GIO Stadium. You know, you got the Raiders, you know, the champions last season versus the Penrith Panthers, you know, searching for their first win this season, while Canberra looking to bounce back after that unfortunate loss last week. But obviously Panthers haven't been looking too good to start the season off. A couple changes in their forward pack this game due to a suspension or injury last game, but nonetheless, we'll see how Panthers go this game.
Indeed we will, as we kick off here, and as Matthews is going to field that. Sorry for the technical difficulties there, as Lennox Prakash now running the ball up on that first hit up. And you know, the Panthers, they've had a couple changes this week after Sonny Sharp went down injured, and you know, there's been a big change up in this forward pack. How do you think that's going to impact this team tonight against such a formidable opponent in the Raiders, Jim?
Yeah, well, when you have such a workhorse like him, it's going to be rough to see who's going to fit in where he plays. So Lennox Prakash probably sort of made a couple changes, just hoping to see like what would work against such a high team like the Raiders. And you know, this might be just a little testing game, considering, you know, he potentially just could lose this as Eli Barnes, big break. But yeah, let's see what Lennox Prakash is putting out there today. And
yeah, good kick return there from Eli Barnes, and he got pretty far before Cody Mansour. And Cody Mansour, he's actually been listed as playmaker too, which is an interesting one. As Eli Barnes now through the line, he's going to get brought down by Cody Mansour, and that's his second line break of the set, only the third tackle. You know, they do most things with Eli, as now it's going to be Garcia down the sideline. Jaden Garcia, he's going to be ankle tapped. He almost beat Mansour, but he's brought down 10 now. They're going to go left. It's going to go Slugger, out to Tim James. Now they go to James Black. Black's going to push for it. Black's going to try and barge over, but he's going to be brought short there. Looked like Lind was involved in that tackle. As where do they go? They're going to go left. Barnes, he goes straight to Gaval! And a beautiful one there. No bias. Commentary from Jim, as that is beautiful from Rahul Kaval to start off the match.
Yeah, Kaval's been on a try-scoring streak. You don't see much lock scoring this season. He's scored in most, I think, every game so far for the Raiders, and that's poor defense from the Panthers. They must have read it wrong and let Rahul Kaval run a good line there in such open space. It didn't look like there was any Panthers inside, and that's a great try to start off the game, Will.
Yeah, I actually can't remember the last time Kaval didn't score. He scored last week against the Sharks. The week before that, I believe he also scored. And then in round one, he definitely scored. Yes, he scored one. I think he scored the match winner, actually, against the Knights. So he's been in great form. Probably one of the top locks. It's probably between him and Thomas Wallace at the moment for that top lock gig. And then you've got, of course, Chris Lord and Matty Harris. So lots of point-scoring locks at the moment, but Kaval is right up there, and his brother's going to kick off here. Yeah, it's been an impressive start of the season for the forward pack, as Lewis is straight to the line. That's a big break early. Where are they going to go? They're going to go right here. Goes to O'Neill. Back inside to the lock, and there's a lot of question marks considering his fitness, whether he get injured a lot, but he hasn't so far, and he's been very, very consistent. James Black, he'll be going through the line there, the rookie forward, as Ben Arnold has departed the club as an offside penalty there. Probably could have gotten away with an accidental offside, but the figure Rasmussen has pinged it for the penalty, and Matthews will kick for touch. That's not what the Raiders needed after points.
That's a rough penalty to give away, Will. You know, they were on pretty much inside Panthers' path there, and they could have scored again, but oh no, Jack O'Neill, maybe a misfire there, chucks it into knows whose head that was, but well, it's such a silly error to give away, and now Panthers are inside the Raiders' half.
Yeah, and the Panthers, they'll be looking to get their first points for this game now. Where's Henrik Lind? He'll play the ball. They're going to go left. Now to Mataus. Now to Metcalf. Metcalf. Oh, looks like Luke Thompson found a bit of turf there, but there's plenty of defenders to wrap him up. And I think it was Garcia with the tackle. They go right now. Mataus puts a grubber in. Who's there? It's Caval. He knocks it off his chest. Bailey Wilson comes away with it. And it'll be a changeover on the 5th. The Raiders defense, no worries for them there.
Bit of a difficult one to choose there. I thought that was going to be a 6 again, coming off of, I think that was Rahul Kawal or the great Tim James, but I don't know. I thought it would have been a 6 again, Will, but Raiders come away with it.
Absolutely, as Wally Allen. He's going to go right now. Chad Johnson gets an intercept, though, and the Raiders giving away possession within their own half. You know, it's David versus Goliath. Whatever way you look at it, the Raiders, they went down and pretty unluckily to the Sharks last week, and Penrith are yet to win a game. But so far, Penrith had all the ball. As Chad Johnson, he'll run it straight there. Ruben Mobbs brings him down. They go right. It's Mataus. Now to Henrik Lind. First game at lock, and he fends off Caval. Henrik Lind will play the ball. About 11 out from the line. They go left. Mataus. Now to Chad Johnson. Brought down. 5 minutes out from the line. They're going to go right. It's going to go to Mataus. Mataus, high ball. Where's it going to go? And an easy take there from Jacob Morrison. Yeah, no kick chase from the Panthers, and that's an easy 7-tackle set.
Oh, that's a bit of a let-off there. Panthers have been booming to start this game off. That's probably what they want, Will, and Raiders get away there with a 7-tackle set from the poor kick chase of the Panthers, but good start by them nonetheless, and we'll see how Raiders respond back.
Yeah, absolutely. As Slugger, he'll way there. They go left now. It's Mobbs. Brought down at that 50. Going right, Black to Garcia.
Oh.
We go left now. Thompson. Now to Black. And really not much going there for the Raiders. As they'll play the ball. Going to Thompson. That's an awful kick from him there. As Metcalf will get to it. He'll step one. Marshawn Metcalf. He's to the line now. Mobbs gets to him. And he's brought down on the 50. And that was a weird bit of play from Luke Thompson. You don't see him shank very often as they're going to go to Prakash. And he'll bump over one. Tim James gets this tackle broken. Eli Barnes has to get busy there. As Jim Thames is not happy in the commentary box. Caval now. He'll be brought down.
Bit of a let-off there.
Yeah. Chad Johnson. He'll play the ball. They go left. Bailey Wilson. Now to Marshawn Metcalf. He steps to the middle. Eli Barnes is there. And thank goodness I saw glimpses of points being scored there for a second. It's Ralph. He's going to go to Lind. Lind and Tim James cleans that up. And once again, the defense of the Raiders saves them. They just can't get any points at the moment, the Panthers. As they go left now, it's O'Neill. You go, Jim.
Yeah, look, the attack from Raiders has been sort of off in a couple of the games now. You know, look at Sharks. It took Raiders a whole half to score. And, you know, see there, we're getting absolutely outclassed by the Panthers as Kawal makes a break up the middle. But the defense has got to tighten up for Raiders and maybe a bit more attack from them.
Yeah, they haven't been in possession. They haven't been in position. As Jimmy Flynn, they're going to elect the rookie centre to kick it as Mendonca now. Mendonca through the line. He's got players around him. James Black is the one to get to him. As he'll be brought down. Mataus spreads it out to Chad Johnson now. I believe it is James Black. Yes, it is. I'm making sure I didn't say the wrong player name. As Mataus goes left, it's going to go Mendonca. Mendonca breaking a tackle again. Inside ball. Mataus now. Will he beat? I think that's Lewis. No, he won't. But he gets very close. 10 meters out from the line. The Panthers, they go left. Chad Johnson out to Mendonca. He can't beat. I believe it's Angie Slugger, who is absolutely phenomenal. I believe it was last week against the... No, 2 weeks ago, rather. Mataus hit off the ball. Someone was, and he'll be turned on his back. On the 5th, on the line. They'll go out to play the ball at the 10. fifth tackle, and they be without their 5'8". Who's going to be the one to make the play? They go right, Mendonca. Mendonca putting up a kick. That's an awkward one. It's Mansour now, and he's going to be brought down by Tim James. And this Raiders defense, they are playing with fire.
It's a pretty close fight right now. The attack from Raiders has been so off, and then Panthers' attack has just been on point. As you see, the GOAT, Eli Barnes, make a breakthrough.
Inside ball now, it's Caval, brought down by his brother. It was a bit of a journeyman into most clubs, I believe, Rohan. And was he at the Broncos or was he at the Raiders last season? I can't remember.
He won a premiership with us last season, Will.
Oh, there you go. It just all blends together, the years. Especially when he's been to so many clubs. As James Black will play the ball. 25 out, and the Raiders just can't get on this try line here. I don't know where this has come from the Penrith. It's a bit of defensive brilliance, as it's another shank there. I think it was from Luke Thompson again. And, you know, the Panthers, they've really been playing quite well, to be honest. And I don't think anyone's expected them to come out and play the way they have so far.
I think Raiders are just not expecting it, to be honest. You know, teams get that mentality where these, you know, bottom teams aren't going to do as well as them, and then they come out firing as Mansour, another break through the middle. It's just looking rough for Raiders, and hopefully they can tighten up in the middle.
There's Chad Johnson brought down on the 20. They're going to go right. It's going to go to Mataus. Mataus goes left. Where is it going to land? Is he going to land with Mendonca? And that is a good take there, but even better defense from the Raiders.
Yeah, defense is getting better around the wing spot there, but big Black through the middle. Hopefully the offense just gets a bit better as big Wally Allen, big run. See last week, Will, his run against Sharks at the end of the game. I think that's the longest run I've ever seen from a second rower.
Yes, yes. That was a big run indeed. As we go right, Caval. He'll be brought down, and there's going to be a tackle, held and tackle penalty, and you'd think the Raiders take the 2 with how they've been going. They've been struggling out there, and I think that, to be honest, there's been a bit of luck mixed with the defensive brilliance of the Raiders that has stopped these points being scored. I don't know how much longer they can hold this Panthers out, though. Maybe these 20-minute subs will make a difference.
Maybe they will, you know. It's just, I don't know. I think Raiders should start to expect it a bit more, and maybe they get a bit better around the defense. The attack gets better, but it's just, you know, it's just coming at them really fast, and maybe they didn't expect it as much as other teams did, and hopefully they fix it up, Will.
Yeah, absolutely. As Caval, he's going to kick deep, and you know, these Panthers, I just can't get over it. You know, they're probably, I can't tell you where they are on the ladder. I think they're second last at the moment.
The second last. And
to really test these Raiders, you know, they're still 8 points up, the Raiders, but to test them in the way they have, it's quite something. As Wally Allen brought down. They go right now. O'Neill spreads it out to Thompson. Now to Barnes. Barnes steps one. Brought down by Chad Johnson, I believe that is. As Barnes will play the ball. They go left. James. Now to Mobs. He'll be brought down on the 30. As they go left here. O'Neill punts it, and that's a good punt there from here. Jason Lumu fielding on the full. Jason Lumu turns inside out. Can he get away? No, he can't, and Barnes brings him down on the 50. But Eli Barnes, a rare one for him, getting turned inside out. As they're going to go to Caval now. And Jason Lumu looking dangerous against his former club.
Oh, jeez. It's mainly the kick returns that are getting Panthers their meters. You know, you've seen Jason Lumu make a break, and then Mendonca on the few sets ago kept making breaks, and it's got to get better around there.
Yes, Mansour brought down in the middle there. Where are they going to go? They're going to go right. Mataus puts a grubber in. No, it's a knock on. And the Raiders, once again, the defense stops the points, but they can't stop them getting down this end at the moment, it seems.
I know, it's been like a couple sets in a row now they've been down here, and it's sort of frustrating, you know, seeing it. But the defense is holding up, and I'm quite happy about that. But just the offense, you know, you see how good Raiders are at offense. They've got the great Eli Barnes, you know, they have the best spine in the game, according to a few, and they're just not working together very well as some would expect to. But hopefully it changes up as it's fourth tackle, and oh, there he is.
Yeah, there he is, Eli Barnes. Nothing much going as O'Neill's going to put a kick in. It's going to go out to the wing of Jason Lumu. Now he's going to step one. Can't get away from O'Neill though, and that's probably the best kick return defense we've seen for a while from the Raiders. As Mansour go through the middle, he'll get an offload to Stafford. He'll be brought down to 30. They're going to go left. Kowal now to Mataus, who's going to straighten up and try and get around. I'm not too sure who that is. The 15. Hilbert maybe? No, Justice Daly, sorry. A lot of buzz cuts in the SRL nowadays. As Mansour's going to play the ball. They go right. Mataus comes off the head of Chad Johnson, but they're going to get lucky there. Henrik Lind cleans it up. And that's probably the best defense we've seen for a long time from the Raiders. Not letting them get into this danger zone as it's going to go over the head of Barnes. Goes to Slugger. Slugger on the kick return. Can't get past Johnson, and 15 metres out from their own line is where the Raiders will fight from.
Finally got a kick return for the Raiders, and it's been a while, and you know, considering Panthers have been on their line most of the game, and I think that's the best defensive set for Raiders in this entire half, and it's just the attack's not looking there. You know, I think they're calling for a 40-20 here, or yeah, they are.
Oh, it's an awful kick there from the Raiders. It's no other way to. It's going to Shaq the Unknown, the international man of mystery, and Panthers. This is their best position to start a set yet. They're absolutely salivating. As Mansour, he's going to go left. So he's going to play the ball rather, and Ralph will go left. Mick Unrow. Oh, get a run there, and the rookie forward doing well. Mataus goes left. Chad Johnson straightening up, trying to barge over the top of Ruben Mobbs. He can't do so. Where are they going to go now? It's going to be Jimmy Ralph. You know, the very highly anticipated hooker, and there's another knock on there from Sione Mataus. And I'm really starting to question this playmaker option with no involvement from Rahan Kaval.
I'm mind blown away by Raiders right now. Their attacks going to crap. I'm not going to use the other word, but the defense is holding up. But Panthers are just showing Raiders that they have some sort of attack on that team. They just haven't really been able to open it up yet. But Sione Mataus, the former Raider, you know, he's, I don't know, his kicking games have been a bit, you know, a bit off. Thought that would have been a knock on.
Yeah, he's been a bit too physical with the kicking. He needs to sit back a bit as O'Neill's going to put a bomb up, and maybe he'll show us how it's done. Who's going to be there? It's going to be Flynn. Flynn, he can't get away from Cavaldo. And, you know, he's going to be brought down. And I didn't actually realize how many ex-Raiders are on this Penrith team. Both the halves. There's a winger out the side. Quite a few of them, to be frank.
Yeah, you know, we call them sometimes the Penrith Raiders, considering how much players they stole from us in the past. But, you know, we're happy for our former players. Corday with the interception.
Yeah, that was not a good play there from Jason Lomu, sorry. As they're going to play the ball.
Oh,
that's a bit of play there. Tim James comes away with it eventually. Bit of ball handling as they're going to go right. It's going to go to Caval, now to Garcia. Now left, Slugger. Goes to James, now to Daly.
Run it.
Just going to run it forward, and that's probably a good option. Where are they going to go? They're going to go left. O'Neill, he's going to put up another high ball. Really testing out Lomu. As underneath, it's Jacob Morrison. That was definitely forward, but the referees missed it. But the defense has held out there for the Panthers. That was forward as anything, though.
And you wonder why Viggo Rasmussen was sacked the first time. And I don't know why he's back, but you know what? It's rugby league, and Raiders get away there. But a good place to hold them down for the Raiders. You know, Panthers have been usually attacking Raiders line for most of the game, but this is pretty good defense showing for the Raiders. Really approaching half time, actually.
Yeah, it's nearly half time, and you know the Panthers getting a try before half time would be ideal, as Henrik Lind's going to put in a 40-20 attempt here, and it's going to run the ball a bit, but I don't think it's going to outrun Eli Barnes, as he's going to get to it in time, and he'll take a kick return, but Marshawn Metcalf bringing him down, as the Raiders will be fighting out of their own end here. And, you know, I think that they'll get a kick away, and the Panthers will have one more chance to get points on the board before halftime. As Tim James going to go left, Caval. He's been shut down since he scored a try. He's definitely been targeted by this Panthers defense. As the fourth tackle, they're going to go right. O'Neill, inside ball to Daly. Daly barges over one. Ralph's left in the dust. Gets an offload away to Corte, as he'll be brought down. What's the play for the last? They're going to go right. Luke Thompson. That's how you kick, Luke. This Mendonca, he won't get past the kicker. And some good defense there from the Raiders.
God, that's how you kick the ball, Luke. And he's never really had those issues as other halfbacks. Will Kay, you have really having this season, you know. Jack Carl and Will Kay, you know, well-renowned halves have been kicking the ball, you know, no more than 10 metres for most of the season. And I don't know why that's been happening, but Luke Thompson not having a good day with the boot. And usually does not happen, as Henrik Lind showing you how it's done. Showing you how it's done. Good run.
Yeah, good run there from Barnes on the kick return, as the starting forwards come back on for both teams. Or actually, no, rather just for the Raiders at the moment, it seems like, as Mob's going to take it forward. They need a big hit or something here. The Panthers try and get an error going, as Caval brought down. They go left. Black. Straight to the line. James Black. He's going to go right. It's gone. It's forward. Oh. Big O's got that one.
Oh, my goodness. That was a bad pass, and it was not needed as well. He could have just taken it, got a kick away, and now Panthers are back on the Raiders, or nearly in their Raiders half for, can't say how much times, Will, but it's been most of the game, and it's sort of infuriating to watch. Oh.
As there we go, half time, and the Raiders an 8-point lead. I don't think anyone saw that coming. We'll see you in the second half. Welcome back to SRL TV. And a surprising scoreline. You know, not the team that was winning. No one's surprised by that, but by the margin, only 8 points. The Raiders are up against the Panthers, as Cody Mansour is going to kick off, and that's an interesting one. As, yeah, an interesting first half for sure there, Jim.
Yeah, it's, I don't know what's happening there. You know, Raiders have had a struggle in attack for a couple of weeks, and it just shows there wasn't much doing with the meters and that. And, you know, you have Eli Barnes, you use him, and they just not using players enough. And also a debut today, Preston Beats, he's out there, so congrats to Preston, as that's 5th tackle and Wally Allen takes it up.
Yeah, and if you can't see Preston on the screen, it's the bloke that's taking up majority of it out on that right second row. He is a behemoth.
He's like, I think he is the tallest SRL player to date.
Ooh, a Shakti unknown.
Ooh.
A bit of a run there from him, the Indian international. It's Chad Johnson. We'll play the ball. I think that's an SRL first.
That's the first SRL Indian representative. Congratulations.
He hasn't played a game on the world stage yet, and I don't think India will make a team, but maybe he can go and join the Asia Pacific team. I'm not too sure. as Cody Mansour. He's going to break the line.
Oh.
Well, he brought down just to that 30, and looks like the Panthers have come back where they left off.
It's going to be Morrison, and he's into touch.
Sorry, yeah, he must have just slipped over there. I don't know, maybe seen the cheerleaders on the sideline or something. You know, he's known for doing that weird stuff. But yeah, shocking result for Raiders, and that is rough to see. And God hope the defense holds up.
Sorry, I just had to hold in some laughter there. Tim, that was an interesting reaction from you. It's Calabell, and he's going to play the ball. They're at 5 out now. What can the Panthers do? This is really good from them. It's going to be Lightning McQueen. No, he won't score. I don't think you'd be happy with that one, Jim. As McQueen, he's going to play the ball. They go left now. It's going to be Johnson. No, he's spoiled. He's spoiled a certain try. As they go right now, Callum Irwin, if they don't score now, they'll be forever cursed, I think. Oh, he will be kicking himself. Is it going to be it's going to be a grubber, and they don't score.
And the Raiders, they've done it once again.
Oh, if that was me, if I was the captain for the Panthers, I would be crying immediately on the field. I'd drop down to my knees and cry because that's the worst SRL moment of all time. He's offloaded the ball when he's scoring the try, and that's got to hurt Lennox Prakash, and I'm deeply sorry.
Yeah, Eddie Oliver did it last night in that Broncos Rabbitohs game. He did the exact same thing. You know, there was some humorous commentary from that. I'm sure he wasn't happy with himself, and now Chad Johnson's done the exact same thing. Just a goofy couple of weeks, I think, for the SRL. With some of the trends that we had the crossfield kicks this week, we had the sin bins last week. In what could have only been, you know, it was bin night every night, Monday to Wednesday last week, and you know it's just been a bit trendy. There's something each week it seems. It's Sonny Sharp now through the line, and he's back on. He got injured last week, and looks like he's recovered from his ankle sprain. As they go left, McQueen going left again. Mataus, who he's still supposed to be in the field. Some of the subs for this Panthers side, it's got me a bit confused. And Metcalf, they go out left. Mendonca down the sideline now. Barnes are coming across. He gets an offload to Metcalf, who won't be able to get past that 30-meter mark, and they're going to have to do a deep kick here. Where are they going to go? Looks like
Jimmy Ralph's ready for it. Yes, he is, and he'll do the duties this time.
God, don't run it out. Whoa.
As they go to Morrison, and Morrison
this time manages to stay in field. Going right now. James spreads it out to Lewis. It will be brought down. Jimmy Ralph around the legs there. Where are they going to go? They're going to go left now. Wally Allen. Driving to that 40. Tim James goes left. Jordan Lewis. Brought down just past the 50. The Raiders only now crossing that halfway into Panthers territory as Morrison steps down the sideline. He had a quiet first half, but he's getting busy early, even if it is running into touch. As Riley Flynn, he will be acting half. They go right. Tim James with the kick up, and it's going to be the Hookers putting the kicks in at the moment. Jason Lomu taking the kick. He will step one, but not get very far, and he's brought down just short of the 10. The Panthers fighting out of their own end now. It's going to be Wilson.
Yeah, good kick by Tim James. Obviously, he played halfback for Samoa in the World Nines, and he's translating his kicking game into this one, and this is a good place to leave the Panthers. You know, Raiders have been god-awful with not letting them in, you know, their own half, and it's showing now that they want to tighten up the defense.
40-20, 40-20, no! Oh,
no, they're going to pass it. Derek's.
That would have been awesome if we had a 40-20 then. I think Jim Thames would have... You would
really
have
enjoyed it.
You would have loved that one as a devout Panthers fan, both in SRL and in real life. You just love the Panthers, don't you? There's Jacob Morrison. He's going to play the ball. They go right. Wally Allen driving through that halfway mark. That's just Tim James. He's going to spread it out to O'Neill, who'll get it to Barnes. Not much going right now for the Raiders is Alan Berkeley through the middle, fends one. Doesn't get too far right now to Lewis. Jordan Lewis to the line. Brought down on the 10. And the Raiders will be looking for more points now as they go to O'Neill. They spread it out to Thompson, who puts a kick up. It's not too deep, and it's going to be Lomu taking it. Brought down there by Wally Allen. And once again, the Panthers hard pressed down their end as Bailey Wilson was straighten up to Tim James. And, you know, there's been some boring games this week. But
tell you what, this is one of them.
This is one of them, isn't it? We haven't seen points scored. We haven't seen a try scored since like the first minute. And ever since then, the Panthers have, you know, they should have scored probably 6 tries, but they've been fruitless in all their sets. As Callum Irwin now through the line. He gets an offload as well to Prakash.
But they only just get
out of their end. As Prakash will take his sweet, sweet time playing that ball. They go right. Putting a kick into Morrison, who will take a kick return. He steps one. Jacob Morrison now. Time. There we go. Jacob Morrison will race away to get points back on the board. And it sounded a bit like a Panthers cow, but no, don't be mistaken. That was Jim Thames. As Morrison, he scores the first try, and we're happy to see some points added to the scoreboard.
Jacob Morrison against his former club, you know, some would call him the Judas for leaving the Panthers, but I don't blame him. And look at him, he's scoring now. That's his first try of the season, I believe, and it's taken him a little while to get back on the scoring sheet, but happy for him. And yeah, really, I don't know what happened there for Panthers, Will Kay, but I'm very happy for him.
Yeah, Jacob Morrison. Great stuff from him. We finally,
thank the SRL gods.
Finally see some tries.
It's good to see some action happen, you know. It's been back to back, and
if we're being completely honest, a little bit goofy.
You know, 14 points to nil. No one saw this coming.
Personally, I foresaw after that first minute try.
I foresaw this getting to 50 by now. But you know, the Penrith Panthers, they've been really impressive, to be honest. And you know, the Raiders, everyone's expected them to lead, and I think that it's actually been disappointing that they haven't scored more points. I think Penrith have actually been the more impressive side tonight, and they've definitely impressed more people.
Yeah, I don't know what Raiders are doing. What we're doing, at least. It took them a whole, 53 minutes maybe to score a try. And yeah, I don't know. It hasn't been looking too good for them. But the defense for Raiders, and you know, as bad as it's been letting them get into the half, it's been solid on the goal line. As that's a kick from Luke.
Certainly is a kick.
Not an interesting one. Very bland. As Madaus
crosses the halfway.
They go left. Prakash spreads it out to Johnson. Johnson gets 35 out from the line here. Come on, Panthers. I reckon I want to see some points from this Penrith Panthers side. As Bailey Wilson. Barnes is over one. Bailey Wilson for the line now. He can't get away from Barnes, though. Barnes will bring him down. Where do they go? It's going to be Jimmy Ralph. He goes right. Shunny Sharp on the inside. Mansour steps one. Can't get away from Black. Barnes is going to be caught out of position. No, he races back into the end goal. What's going to go? They're going to go right. Madaus runs on the last, and the Panthers will not get points in that set either.
Madaus, you're not playing for the Raiders anymore, mate. What are you doing? You haven't been at the Raiders for 2 seasons now, and you're still letting us get away with it. I mean, look, they were all in shambles there, and it's surprising to see the Raiders hold up as big Eli Barnes with the break there, and you just gotta, you know, be so happy for the goal line defensive Raiders as it's a break by Big Jordan the cap.
Yeah, and I think like the first 3 rounds of the SRL, they've been really interesting. They've been some great games, really exciting ones, and then you know we come to round 4. And, you know, I think you just got to have a bit of a break to lift expectations for round 5, which is rivalry round, of course. And that's where the interesting ones are going to be, I think, Tim.
Oh, yeah. a rivalry round last year was one to watch. Will, as you know, you had the Eels v Knights with the M1. I don't even know why they did that. I think it'd be the Eels v Panthers, but you know, nonetheless, I'm looking forward to rivalry round and smashing the rivals up, and you know, hopefully everyone else is as well.
And you got a tough game against the Warriors next week, coming off.
Tough,
mate. Coming off a win, you know, the Warriors. So not the worst. Not the worst odds. And
yeah, well, yeah. No, Warriors have just cooked up this season. Right, you know, Chance Barnes, Patrick Corcoran, they're all coming together again, looking like the season 1 Warriors, and I'm glad to see them finally succeed.
This game is so boring. We're talking about another team that played earlier tonight, the game previous.
It's been a bit like that, hasn't it? As Allen, he's going to play the ball. They go right now. The Raiders, Berkeley got left, and Berkeley's going to play the ball. Yawning a bit as they go right now. O'Neill puts it up, and Mendonca will take it. And
that's
I think that this crowd, you know, they probably should have brought a blanket and a pillow for the quality of footy that's been played. This is
very disappointing.
Yeah, if Liam Rogers was here, he'd be yawning. It'd be a yawnathon.
Just be surprised, you know, last week, the Sharks v Raiders game, he was bloody yawning, and imagine him doing this game today. He would have been asleep by, I don't know, half time. He'd be snoring. He'd be deep sleep. He wouldn't be waking up, and, you know, and I don't blame him. The game's been a bit, I don't know,
he'd be getting his reins in. This is... I think it's just the Panthers, they really should be winning this, but they just keep shooting themselves in the foot in a play like that. They had an overlap. It's exactly why they're losing. They can't complete. They're not getting those points that they need. It's Mata'us will put a kick in over the top of Angie Slugger, who will...
Oh my...
It'll let it hit in the back.
And then he'll pick it up. And
I really just... I don't understand this game.
You know, I think it is in the SRL rulebook that if both coaches agree, they can end a game early. I would love to do that right now.
It's the 66th minute, and I'm still waiting for another try. You know, we did score a try, but, you know, it's... I don't even know. I have no words for this, Will. I thought I would have been commentating, you know, a really exciting, you know, Panthers v Raiders, but instead I'm commentating this.
Yeah, and you know, I am primed. I've got my pajamas on, ready for bed. Just been something, and there you go.
A kick goes up, a catch happens, and a tackle is made. It's pretty much the stock standard tonight. It's been incredibly slow as Sonny plays the ball now to Shaq.
Shaq the Unknown.
Shaq the Unknown, what a player.
No, yeah, he's something as Tim James misses the tackle, and yeah, he's a real good defender.
Big fella Preston Beats there. I think Sammy Mata'us is actually half his size.
He's running at him.
He's running at him. It's brave as Rohan Kaval gets through a very clear obstruction. Rahul Kaval leans up that intercept and...
Bit of brotherly love, you know?
Yeah.
Intercept him.
Yeah, they thought they're back in the backyard, but they're not. I think every player thinks they're in the backyard, but they're definitely not. They're on the top stage and they're playing... I think I've seen better quality football at a National 12s carnival. Actually, I think I've seen better quality football at a local 12s game. To be completely honest, as Mansour comes down, he's grabbing at his leg.
That is not looking good for their fullback. Who are they going to replace him with?
Who's going to be Playmaker 2 now, Tim? Who's going to be Playmaker 2? Which he hasn't done anything in, by the way. I don't know why he was Playmaker 2. As it looks like he's going to loop around the back of Lumu, and he's actually going to come off the field. Who's going to play fullback, actually? It's a great question.
God, tell me a Ford comes on at fullback.
Lennox Prakash is going to...
Oh, this is going to be good.
Oh, there's a big hit there. And you know, Jimmy Ralph, he'll go left. Sione Mataus will put the kick in. Oh, it's going to be 40-20. Oh, maybe we'll see Prakash step someone and score a try yet.
And if that happens, mate, that will make the game a bit interesting, actually.
Yeah, I think that is the most interesting thing that's happened. Lennox Prakash is fullback. As we go, it's going to be Caval. Oh. Post yourself, Will. Alrighty, now we're going left. Chad Johnson, very serious game that we have on our hands. Very serious, very close. Nothing goofy's happened as they go right now. It's McQueen.
Oh.
Goes.
I think McQueen needs to stop being a hog here, Will K. He's done that 2 times now.
Okay, Chow is Metcalf is going to score, and it's only taken them 72 minutes, but Marshawn Metcalf has scored a try, and I want to see, before the end of the game, a Lennox Prakash fullback try. I need to see it, Tim.
Oh, that's disappointing, you know. I don't know how to feel about this. This is probably, I mean, good on Penrith, you know. It took them 72 minutes to score a try. It makes the game a bit more interesting considering it's a try and a penalty.
Does it make the game interesting?
For the last 8 minutes or 7 minutes and a half, you know, we'll see what we have on our hands. I do want to see a Lennox Prakash step try full field. I would be, that'd just make my life so much better.
That'd be very great to see. And I'd also like to say, 86 people, 86 nominated, Raiders 19 plus. 86 people, that's including myself. 10 people said Raiders 1 to 8.
Well, you know what? We had this mentality coming out of the shed. You know, we was thought, you know what, if people are going to be so up about their bets, we're going to go and tell you to go F yourselves as Rahul. Big tackle. And as I was saying, you know, stuff your bets, guys, is what they were saying probably coming out of the sheds. Probably had that going as, big pass.
And yeah, there we go. They just can't get out of their own end here. Surely we see another 40-20. No, we don't. Well, Johnson's going to run through the line, though. Where is Lennox Prakash is the question. He needs to step through here.
Lenny, mate, you're at fullback.
You're at fullback. Get involved. Oh, he's going to have to defend on a kick return here. This is going to be big.
God, please.
As Mataus goes to Slugger. He can't get away from Marshawn Metcalf. And, you know, Lennox Prakash, he does...
Tell you what, he's a speedy guy for a forward. He's got a bit of toe on him.
Breaks the line, and Lennox Prakash, you know, he needs to get back in position here. And, oh my goodness, Caval gets the offload.
Just imagine him under the high ball as well, Will.
Oh, that's glorious. Lindsay Collin, eat your heart out.
Oh.
Lindsay Collins, sorry, not McCollin, not plural Collins. As it go, Caval.
Come on, let's see it.
I want to see a high ball here. Surely it's a high ball. No, it's at the wrong way. O'Neill, you've got to kick towards the fullback. As Marshall Metcalf. He's going to be tangled down there. I thought it was away, and that would have been great to see, as now it's going to be Mendonca. He's going to step one. He can't get away from Luke Thompson now. It looks like the Panthers want another try. Will Lennox Prakash stand up for a try. Henrik Lynn now through the line. He's going to break it as they go to Ralph. Offload as well. Fourth tackle. What's going to happen? Prakash is acting up as he goes to Chad Johnson. As Chad Johnson's going to be brought down 5 out now. Where do they go? It's going to be Mataus. He's going to drive for it. He's going to drive for it. He's going to score! And Sione Mataus. Tim James can't hold him out. And maybe, if they can pull this off, and stage a comeback in the last 3 minutes, you heard it here first. My player will be bald next week. He will have no hair, no eyebrows, no body hair. I will remove all his tattoos. He will be a blank sheet.
Yep. Oi, me too. I will go bold. I will go bold if they score and win it. And
if they score and win it, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. The next try scorer. No, actually, I can't give him extra upgrade points. I can't do that. You know, I'll sacrifice Sunny Tyre's dreads as well. I haven't got the clearance to do that, but I will do it. Sunny, if you're hearing this, if you've gotten this far, I want those cornrows gone, brother. As we have these last 2 minutes, if the Panthers can do this, I will be genuinely impressed. And
God,
I will be left speechless. Here we go, guys. As Henrik Lind. Where's the fullback? Where's Lennox Prakash? As they go right, it's Caval. Caval through the line. He gets a line break. He's going to get in. No, he's going to throw an intercept.
Oh, Jesus.
There's still time. Lennox Prakash intercept. Length of the field try. No, Garcia's going to go through. And Lennox Prakash is there, the fullback, to make the tackle. Let's go left now. Luke Thompson. Intercept. Lightning McQueen's come away with it. I think it's too little too late, though. As Ralph, he'll go left. Bailey Wilson spreads it out to Caval. A length of the field effort needed. A quick play the ball is. It's going to be the last play now. It's going to be Chad Johnson. Johnson through the line. He can't get an offload though.
Oh my goodness.
And somehow a penalty goal has been the difference in a Raiders versus Panthers clash. The Raiders going home victors by 2 points, 14-12. I can't use the expletives I want to. What the heck?
Yep, me too, Will. I'm utterly about to fall asleep. I'm disappointed, but what a good game between, you know, two good teams. Well, yeah, two good teams. Raiders v Panthers. Bit of a close score, but you know, to the people who did 1 to 8, congratulations on your bets. That's a random one. No one's seen this coming. I'm blown away. 10 people did that. I'm blown away, but yeah, cool. Good game.
Quite a result. You know, to think that if there wasn't a penalty right in front of the sticks, the Raiders, it would have gone to Golden Point. That is just absurd to me. Anyway. As we look at some of these stats, Caval and Morrison scoring try apiece for the Raiders, and Metcalf and Mataus a try apiece. As we just look at the errors, you know, I don't think there was actually... See, they both had the same amount of sets. There was only 2 differences in incompletions. 5 incompletions for the Raiders, 7 for the Panthers. Really wasn't that bad. They're pretty even everywhere, surprisingly. I didn't expect that from the Panthers, to be honest. And Eli Barnes, 217 metres, 7 line breaks, a try assist. Morrison, 196 with that runaway. 4 line breaks and a try. Wally Allen, 191. Caval, 151. Lewis, 131. Great performances from the forward pack. And a whopping 97 kick meters from Luke Thompson from 6 kicks. Possibly a career low. But, you know, he got all his goal kicks, so that's all that really matters. They won in the end. Who cares?
He won us the game pretty much.
He did win you the game with that penalty goal. As we look at the Raiders, Chad Johnson, 189. Ralph, 187. And where's the fullback? There he is, Lennox Prakash, 66 run meters, 56 minutes. A line break, a tackle break, that's huge. In all seriousness, Cody Mansour, 117 run meters for a fullback. Probably not great if your second rower is outrunning your fullback and your halfback and your halfback other halfback as well. That's not a great sign. Surprising. Yeah, it's probably not impressive. It's just not impressive from Cody Mansour. And you know, if I had one piece of if I had one piece of advice for the Panthers going into this trade period, it would be. I know it sounds harsh to Cody, and I'm sorry, Cody. It'd be find a new halfback, to be quite frank. That's all that I have to say. Find a new halfback, because that is not cutting it in a game like this. And you know, if they had someone like Eli Barnes, I think that the Panthers would have won that very easily. Someone that could go toe to toe, they would have won that game pretty comfortably, I think, Tim.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess, you know, considering Eli's standards, you know, 200 meters.
That's true.
Yeah,
maybe I've been a bit over exaggerated. I'm thinking maybe
maybe, like, get Sam Herman back. Maybe Sam Herman would be a great fit, I reckon. If you can somehow find a way to contact him, and plus, trust me, I've tried. That'd be great. But that's all we have time for tonight. Thank you very much for joining us in the commentary box. I am ready to go and have a nap before the next game. It's been, I'm not going to say spectacular. Been a bit of a snooze fest until the very last couple minutes, and I'm really upset that the Panthers didn't stage a comeback. But I've been your Commissioner Will K. Go in the commentary box by the one and only Jim Thames. And we'll see you very shortly for more SRL action.
Thank you so much.